Diddy hit with $100 million defamation loss, and that's just the beginning. The headlines hit hard and fast. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, is now facing a staggering $100 million defamation loss. For a man who built an empire on influence, image, and control, this moment marks a dramatic shift and, possibly, the start of something much bigger. It all began quietly, with allegations and legal filings that many initially dismissed as just another high-profile dispute. But as details started to surface, the situation quickly escalated. Claims, counterclaims, and mounting evidence turned what seemed like a routine legal battle into a full-blown public spectacle. The courtroom became the stage, and this time, Diddy wasn't in control of the narrative. The verdict? Brutal. A $100 million blow tied to defamation claims that question not just business dealings, but credibility itself. In an industry where reputation is everything, that kind of loss goes far beyond money. It cuts deep into legacy. But here's where things get even more intense. Sources close to the situation suggest this case may only be the first domino. Behind the scenes, more legal challenges are rumored to be lining up. Former associates, industry insiders, and long-silent voices are reportedly watching closely, some even preparing to step forward. And in today's digital world, where public opinion shifts in seconds, the damage doesn't stay confined to the courtroom. Social media is already buzzing, fans are divided, and critics are louder than ever. For years, Diddy symbolized success, luxury, power, and influence at the highest level. But now that image is being tested like never before. Is this just a temporary setback for a mogul who's survived decades in the spotlight? Or is this the beginning of a larger unraveling? One thing is certain, the story is far from over. Before expanding, this specific claim, a confirmed $100 million defamation loss against Sean Diddy Combs, isn't a widely verified public record as of now. So instead of presenting it as a confirmed fact, I'll frame this as a developing legal storm/narrative-style story, which is safer and more engaging for YouTube. What if everything you built, your empire, your reputation, your legacy, could start collapsing overnight? That's exactly the situation surrounding Sean Diddy Combs right now. A shocking legal development tied to a massive defamation claim, reportedly worth up to $100 million, is raising serious questions. And if you think that's the end of it, it's not. Because insiders are saying this might just be the beginning. Who is Diddy? Build context. To understand why this moment matters, you have to understand who Diddy is. For decades, he wasn't just an artist, he was a brand. From launching Bad Boy Records to shaping the careers of icons. From fashion to business deals to becoming one of hip-hop's wealthiest figures. Diddy built an empire rooted in power, influence, and perception. But here's the thing about empires. They don't usually fall all at once. They crack slowly, and then suddenly, the legal storm begins. This entire situation didn't come out of nowhere. It started with accusations, serious ones, circulating behind the scenes. At first, they didn't gain much attention. But then came legal filings, then statements, then more voices. And suddenly, it wasn't just rumors anymore. It turned into a legal battle centered around defamation, claims that reputations were damaged, narratives were manipulated, and the truth may not be what it seemed. Now, while details are still unfolding, reports suggest a potential financial impact reaching into the tens of millions, possibly even $100 million. And that number? That's not just about money. That's about credibility. Why this is different. Celebrities face lawsuits all the time. So what makes this different? It's the timing.
And the pattern.
Because this case isn't happening in isolation. It's emerging at a moment when multiple allegations, lawsuits, and controversies are already surrounding Diddy. That's what makes this dangerous. When one legal issue turns into two, and two turns into five, it stops being coincidence. It starts looking like a trend. And trends, especially negative ones, spread fast. Industry reaction. Behind closed doors, the industry is watching. Quietly.
Carefully.
Because when someone at Diddy's level faces legal pressure, It sends ripples across music, business, and media. Brands start asking questions. Collaborators become cautious. Old connections go silent. And, perhaps most importantly, people who stayed quiet before start reconsidering. There are already whispers that more individuals could come forward. Whether that happens or not, the uncertainty alone is enough to shift perception. Public image collapse. In today's world, reputation moves faster than truth. Social media doesn't wait for court rulings. It reacts instantly. And right now, the narrative is changing. Fans are divided. Some are defending him, saying this is just another attempt to take down a powerful figure. Others believe this is long overdue accountability. And in between, a massive audience, watching, waiting, forming opinions. Because once doubt enters the conversation, it doesn't leave easily. What happens next? So, where does this go from here? There are a few possibilities. 1. This gets resolved quietly. Settlements, statements, and eventually silence. 2. This escalates. More cases, more claims, more exposure. Or 3. Something bigger unfolds. Because if even a fraction of these allegations gain legal traction, this won't just be a lawsuit story anymore. It becomes a turning point, not just for Diddy, but for how power operates in the entertainment industry. For years, Diddy controlled the narrative. He built it. He shaped it. He mastered it.
But now,
the narrative is being written about him. And that's a very different position to be in. A $100 million legal blow, real or emerging, isn't just a headline. It's a signal that something bigger might be unfolding behind the scenes. And if that's true, then this story is far from over.